The first of the three backing yarns is the filling yarn. The filling yarn gives the carpet its widthwise stability and is woven horizontally left to right and then right to left throughout the length of the carpet. The face yarn, or surface pile, is interlaced and woven directly into this filling yarn. Different colored yarns are used to create a variety of designs and pattern colors. The second and third of the three backing yarns are the stuffer yarn and the chain yarn. As you can see, these backing yarns are also woven alternately and directly into the filling yarn. These backing yarns provide lengthwise stability and, along with the filling yarn, this trio provides support to the face yarn. They are inseparable. During the weaving process, pile wires are inserted to provide precisely controlled loops. These pile wires can be varied in height to create precise patterns and definition not possible with other methods. In some designs, these pile wires contain blades, which precisely cut the loops as the pile wires are withdrawn, further increasing the design and aesthetic possibilities of this incredible product. The strength and durability of woven carpet is developed through the interlacing of these elements and the weaving process. Thus, the structural integrity of woven carpet provides the foundation of performance excellence.
Superba uses heat at about 260 to 280 degrees Fahrenheit and steam to set the twist for bulk continuous filament yarns. Susan heat setting, on the other hand, is dry. It uses only hot air at about 400 degrees for staple yarns. Either way, we're giving our yarn its final characteristics. The yarn needs to spend only about 1 minute in the continuous heat setting process to acquire its new yarn memory. The reason we call it continuous heat setting is because the yarn comes off the spool at the beginning and goes through the stuffer box into the heat, over the cooling belt, and back onto the spool without stopping or being broke. Superba uses heat at about 260 to 280 degrees Fahrenheit and steam to set the twist for bulk continuous filament yarns. Susan heat setting, on the other hand, is dry. It uses only hot air at about 400 degrees for staple yarns. Either way, we're giving our yarn its final characteristics. The yarn needs to spend only about 1 minute in the continuous heat setting process to acquire its new yarn memory. Now we enter the spinning stage. Spinning is actually forming the yarn, but we're also continuing the various drafting stages. What we wind up with at the end of this stage is spinning bobbins of yarn. The sliver of fibers you just saw is drawn down to a minuscule size and wrapped on bobbins. However, this group of fiber won't hold together until they're twisted on each other. Spun and filament yarns typically have 80 to 160 fiber ends per yarn strand. The thickness of the individual fiber and overall look desired will determine how many fiber ends are in a yarn. Just prior to heat setting, when we want to add a textured finish to the carpet, the yarn is passed through a stuffer box. The stuffer box kinks the 2-ply twisted yarn just before it enters the heat setting process. The heat setting process then sets the twist and kinks to make a twisted, crinkled yarn. The gate on the stuffer box can be loose to give the yarn a slight texture, or the gate can be tightened to give the yarn a heavy texture, or anything in between.